Hello everyone, this is Will.
And this is Alex.
And welcome back to They Mostly Come Out at Night.
Mostly.
Now, I have to say it first.
Please.
I'm sorry we've been gone for a week and a half. I haven't been feeling the best, so I had to take a week off.
Yeah, and I happen to be out of town.
Yeah.
For 1 week.
Yeah. So, we're sorry that we were gone, but don't worry, we're back.
We're back.
And boy, do we have an episode for you.
Oh,
baby.
It's something.
I guess you can call it impulsive that we have an episode out of the blue.
Shut up, Dad. Shut the fuck up.
You know, we're recording this by sheer impulse.
Fucking... I don't need this, you know?
Are you just gonna leave?
I don't need this shit.
Alex has left the building.
Yeah.
You just hear the door.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
You just hear the door open and close and just like, well, looks like I'm recording this by myself.
I'm gonna go fucking join a monastery, okay?
That would probably be more entertaining than what we just watched.
I'm gonna start a religion.
Yeah.
To William Shatner.
I'm gonna start...
Will.I.am Shatner.
I'm gonna start a memorial for Karate Pete. Karate Pete needs to be remembered as the hero that no one knew.
Listen, Karate Pete is in the movie for a grand total of 3 minutes, and boy, oh boy, he almost smashed Matt Stone's head. Like, he sort of smashed that table.
Now, it's great, because we've had movies where they make fun of people of color, they make fun of gays, they make fun... But this is the first one I've seen where they make fun of fat people.
Is it really, though? Well, she wasn't even that fat.
No.
Okay.
But...
We should probably say the title of this film.
Oh, you mean Impulse?
Impulse. From 1974.
Boy.
Now, I like William Shatner.
I do too, for what it's worth. I think he's a good actor. I think he's...
I actually, like, we'll talk about a good movie, okay? There's a movie from the early 60s called Intruder. The Intruder. Where he plays a racist who comes to this small town and starts stirring shit up. And, like, he's genuinely good in it. I don't mean, like, ironically. Like, he is legitimately good. And I do enjoy Star Trek, the original cast. But between the TV show Star Trek ending and when they started making the movies, it was not a good time.
It is a dark area for the Star Trek cast.
For all of them. Because I know, like, Leonard Nimoy did, like, a fucking... like a weirdo, like a show about, like, conspiracy theories or some shit. And the guy who played, what the fuck, Bones, he was in, Night of the Lepus, remember?
Yeah, yep, that's true.
So, dark times.
It was. They basically just took whatever job they could get.
Because it used to be that if you were in a TV show, transitioning to movies was, like, almost fucking impossible.
I mean, Shatner did a good job with it because he started being like basically a fucking like sarcastic vision of himself in his older movies. And
in a way, this movie is this movie is a fucking snooze fest when Shatner isn't on screen doing something
crazy shit,
nonsense.
Yeah,
this movie's also a fucking ripoff, by the way. Because, okay, Will, I want you to talk about this film while I pull up some information here.
Okay. So, should we start critiquing it, or are you going to pull up information?
I'm pulling up information. So, okay. A paranoid, leisure suit-wearing con man / gigolo named Matt Stone seduces lonely women, bilks them of their savings via an investment scam, then kills them. Now, does that sound like a I don't know, a goofy movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
By the way, when it says leisure suit wearing, like, I want these. I want that suit.
I do too. They're like the most 70s things I've ever seen.
He wears it's like fucking plaid, a weird like black and white plaid
like white,
suit.
And also one's white with like a black trim on the lapels.
Yeah. He also wears a safari hat in one scene.
Yep.
It's
like a ridiculously large fedora.
But apparently all of these things help you get laid.
In the 70s it does.
Okay.
Because that D was so good, she didn't believe her own daughter.
I have legitimately never seen a movie where it is more easy for the main character to get laid.
Yeah, he literally just... Literally, he gets laid by just saying the phone's ringing. That's literally one of the scenes.
And what is
gets laid by saying your phone's ringing.
And then she says, "You bet it is."
You bet it is. And she comes up to his room and fucks him.
Fucks him.
That is the easiest bone I've ever seen.
I don't know, man.
They're just fucking tripping over Shatner in this movie.
Dick too good.
Apparently.
Dick too bomb. Okay. But I guess we should actually talk about this movie.
I guess we have to, don't we?
So, we start with what is
black and white.
Oh yeah.
It's all black and white.
And it's because you see it's black and white because it's the past.
Well, it starts with like a mantle, and a guy pulls a samurai sword out of fucking nowhere.
It's just there.
He just pulls a sword out of a sheath, but I didn't see the sheath like in the other scenes.
They didn't have one.
I guess not.
I think you know what I think they did? I think they had him pretend he was pulling out of a sheath, because for some reason they couldn't get a hold of a sheath.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe someone shoved it up their ass and
but
lost it.
But he's like making some ridiculous noises, like "Hyo,
Bonsai,
Bushido, Dorido," like. And there's a woman laying on the couch.
Like, oh, stop that! Stop being silly.
And they start,
come over here.
And they start getting all flirty, and he gets on top of her, and like.
And then she's like, "You're so crazy," and he's like, "You want to see crazy?" And he walks over to the fireplace, and he turns on the gas fireplace, and she's like, "Oh, you're so crazy." And that's fucking. You know what's crazy, Will? You turn on a fucking fireplace. That's crazy.
Doesn't he say something like, "This is a good fire to have sex to," or something like that? Like, look at how good this fire is to have sex to. Romantic.
Fucking kill me.
This guy is a mad lad and romantic as shit.
He's crazy.
Dreamy is the real word. Not crazy. Dreamy.
No, she keeps saying over and over in this
crazy.
Scene. You're crazy. You're so crazy. You turned on a fireplace. You fucking kill me.
So they start kissing and everything, and it shows the son laying in bed listening to them rustling around.
Babby Shatner.
Yeah, Babby Shatner
wakes up because he hears her saying, "You're crazy. You're crazy."
So he goes in and is like, "Mommy, get off my mommy."
And then the guy is like, "Is this yours?"
And
that apparently it activates.
It riles him because now he starts actually acting crazy.
Well, now he starts he holds her and he's like, "I'm gonna show you how to do it, son."
And starts like trying to beat her, I guess.
I think he tries to rape her, but...
And the son takes the sword, Babby Shatner takes the sword...
And cuts him...
And whacks him on the back.
Okay, but, well, you say whacks him. Excuse me. You literally never actually see him whack anything. You just see the guy, awkwardly grab his side and be like...
He gets all pissed at Babby Shatner.
And he starts walking towards him as we see a POV shot of the samurai sword as the guy's like, I'll get you, kid.
I'll get you. And then...
I'll get you, kid. I'll beat you. I'll beat your face in. I'll beat you.
And then he just walks into the sword.
And then he's like,
"You crazy, kid."
And then dies.
Ugh. And then we get adult Shatner... Not Babby Shatner.
Watching a belly dance. And
And then
we
it shows freeze frames.
well, we get one of the most fucking dumb opening titles I've ever seen because it keeps showing the same picture of Shatner over and over and over. Even though the scene is going, it shows us the same picture from like the beginning of the scene. Why? I don't know.
Like she'll even like put like a scarf around him and like dance, and like it still shows him without the scarf and just like the same
This is
still
like
image.
This is like the striptease version of belly dancing because she's like wrapping her scarf around him and like shoving her boobs in his face. It's just like okay, whatever.
So he gets in a car with her after she's done and starts making out with her.
Not a word.
He didn't say a goddamn thing to her.
And then you see like some older woman looking at him and being disgusted.
Yep, and then it's the next day all of a sudden.
And it's just like him and the older woman are arguing. And she's like, no one is just friends with a belly dancer.
And he's trying to explain that like he's just friends and they were just talking, even though she literally saw them making out.
Will, no one is just friends with a belly dancer.
Yes.
The real life...
No, the struggle of a belly dancer is no one can be their friend.
No.
You either have romances or you have nothing.
It's true.
Because you can't have friends if you're a belly dancer.
Impossible.
It's a lonely life.
It is physically impossible.
No one is just friends with a belly dancer. Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Well, now you know. Now you're woke to the fact that belly dancers have it harder than anyone else because they can't have friends.
Apparently. It's a lonely life.
It is.
This movie taught me many things.
Thank God for belly dancers, because without friends...
The struggle.
Yeah, it's real.
The struggle. So they go on a for some...
They go into, like, an abandoned, like... Just, like, some random
on a
back
dirt road.
alley, back roads shit.
The middle of fucking nowhere. They're in the middle of nowhere and arguing.
She, like, threatens to, like... She's gonna like, leave him.
I buy all your clothes. I do this. You're this and that. And then, like, I think he starts talking about his mom or something.
I can't remember.
Well, all I know is that she
pisses him off.
Well, she calls someone a tramp. How do we know she calls someone a tramp? Because she repeats it.
Like, she's a tramp. She's a tramp. She's a tramp. She's a tramp.
And as she keeps saying this, he just gets angry. And he starts thinking about, because in the scene where the guy was attempting to rape his mom, he kept smacking her and calling her a tramp. So apparently this triggers him.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts choking her.
Yeah.
And she scratches his face and he's like...
And he gets more pissed off and starts strangling her.
Then he strangles her and is like... He lights up a cigarette and then looks at her and is like, wake up.
Wake up.
Come on, stop it. Stop it. And then just gets out of the car. He's like,
He slams his like hand on the roof of the car. He's like,
And then he looks at the lake. And then, oh, by the way, so when he was a little kid, he did this thing where he like sticks his pinky in his mouth.
Yeah, that's the identifying thing where he like kills someone and then sticks his pinky in his mouth.
And so after this, he looks at the lake, sticks his pinky in his mouth, and the light bulb switches on. So he moves her into the driver's seat and, fucking...
drives the car into the lake.
Turns off the brake and just fucking goes into the lake and... bleh.
He's like sulking in his room after that or something.
Remember this scene because, this is it. Because...
That is literally the most exciting the movie ever gets.
Okay, I expected, him going around and doing shenanigans.
Well, so what I expected is I think what you expected, where he goes around, finds widows, takes advantage of them, takes their money, and then kills them.
Yep.
That's what I thought was going to happen. I was like, okay, that could work, I guess. But as far as shitty plot lines go, it's shitty, but it can work.
You know what we got instead? I didn't even make this connection when we were watching it. What you get is an extremely shitty version of The Stepfather.
Yeah.
Now, I know The Stepfather came like a decade after this, but holy fucking shit, is it better?
Yes.
What you get is the fucking weird new guy, and the daughter is suspicious, and blah 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 blah.
You get gobbledygook.
It's The Stepfather, but shit.
Yes.
Oh god, I hated this fucking movie. In case it's not obvious.
Well, we'll get to that.
So
we get a mom and a daughter, and the daughter's getting ready for school, and the mom's trying to get the daughter to eat. This is how exciting this movie is. The mom's trying to get the daughter to
eat breakfast.
The daughter doesn't like it,
and the daughter goes. She's dressed like fucking Raggedy Ann.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. She goes outside and stands in the middle of the road.
And Shatner almost runs her over.
Yes.
And then he's like, "What are you doing? You're crazy. Get in."
Yeah, gives her a ride just out of the blue. Like, who does that? Who almost hits a kid and is like, "Yeah, get in." It's almost kind of creepy.
Well, it's also like he doesn't even say like where he's going.
Yeah.
Where's she going? Who knows? I don't know. Who cares? Whatever. She gets in.
They're driving and they're talking, and she's like saying,
"I'm skipping school."
She's playing hooky. She's like, "Be careful!" And then he just breaks, and then all of a sudden a dog lying on grass.
No, Will. What you? No. Will.
I know.
You know what you see?
He doesn't hit the dog.
He hits nothing. But here's what you get. You see a dog lying on someone's lawn.
Yes, with like paint on it.
With like
red paint.
A dab. A dab.
And there's literally, it shows the car and the road, and there's nothing in the road.
Nothing. But there is just a tiny dog laying on someone's lawn. Like someone's freshly cut lawn, okay? And she's like, "I can't believe you did that." And he's like, "It shouldn't have done that. Someone should be taking care of that dog." And I'm just like, okay, he literally hit nothing.
No.
Nothing. They couldn't add a sound effect?
No.
Listen, you have a scene. A character runs over a dog. It's supposed to be very sad and crazy, whatever. And that's the best they could do.
Yeah. They couldn't even get a scene where he hits a dog right.
They couldn't add a sound effect?
Nothing.
Every movie...
He just breaks, and the dog... It shows the dog on the lawn.
Look, we all know there's that, like, one... Like, I swear, there's that one sound effect that is in every movie whenever, like, a dog gets hurt. It's like, oh!
Yeah.
Every movie except
it's
this
like,
one.
It's like the Wilhelm scream, but with the dog.
It is. It's like that one sound.
Yeah.
Every movie has it except
this.
We finally found the one movie that couldn't do it.
They couldn't. It's probably a fair use thing, even back in the 70s.
Yeah, no, it is fair use. Like, all movies have, like, those sound effects. Like, there's one for, like whenever, like, something breaks in a movie, like a glass thing, it's like the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Or, like, the police radio sound you hear. But no!
Not this one.
It's just, "Look out! I can't believe you hit that dog!"
Shows dog.
Shows dog on lawn.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
And then they drive off.
So she gets all freaked out. So she's like, "You could just let me out here." And it's in a cemetery.
Moy.
This is where we get Moy.
This is a very weird cemetery.
Every single headstone just has the last name.
That's it. No date of birth, date of death, no first name.
No quote.
Moy.
Yeah, she goes to her father's headstone,
Moy.
And it just says Moy.
M-O-Y. Moy.
Moy.
That's it.
Yeah.
And, she's very sad that her father's dead. And I'm immediately like, we know where this is going.
Yeah.
You have the, attractive,
you mean stepfather?
I know, but
You mean the stepfather?
I know.
Yeah, that's where it's going.
The
But he's not the stepfather.
The Stepfather is on Amazon Prime, and you should all watch it. But, yes. So you have the attractive widow who I don't even remember why the fuck her husband died. But whatever.
I don't think it ever explains it.
She looks like she's maybe 30 years old. Whatever. And,
Yeah, she's not, old.
No.
She's not old by any means. No one in this movie. Even the widow he was talking to in the car, she looked a little older, but she's probably no older than 40s.
No. But it's whatever, the, young widow, and, her husband died, and then there's the G in there. Yeah. We get it.
So she cries over Moy, and then we get the widow talking with her friend, and her friend's trying to set her up on a date and saying it's time to, get herself back out there, basically.
And you need to, stop wearing those, old people clothes and...
Yeah, and go out and, take care of yourself, and, you need to go out more, and I have a friend that I can hook you up with and all this stuff.
So
we get a scene of Shatman staring at a fatal accident, like a guy that fell on a motorcycle that looks like Evel Knievel.
We also get the young widow in her store.
Oh yeah,
and
she's...
Shatner comes in.
Yep, he catches her.
Oh yeah, because she's taking clothes off of a mannequin and clumsily falls into Shatner's hands.
Oh.
And then, she immediately wants that dick in her, because in this universe, that's just what happens.
Doesn't it also show, he's staying in a hotel? Is this where the ring...
That's after this scene.
Okay, yeah.
So...
Oh, yeah, because he gets invited to that thing, and then...
So, no, that's after.
Okay.
So this is all after, but in this scene, she just meets him, isn't immediately yeah, I want him in me. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Oh, also, I don't know what the fuck her store is, but apparently it sells clothing, but Shatner...
But also cigarettes.
Shatman does not come in there for clothing.
Comes in there for cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
And it sells, other, toiletries on the wall. There's, purses. There's...
Just random shit.
It's like a pawn shop, but, with clothes and drugs and just different shit all over the place.
Random
It's the weirdest fucking store.
And then after she's like,
Oh, is this the ring-a-ding-ding?
The phone.
Yes. So he's staying at a hotel, and he goes to check in, and this is literally all that happens.
He checks in, and
the phone starts ringing.
No. Even before the phone starts ringing, he checks in. The woman at the front desk is...
immediately attracted.
I'm not... The look on her face is like the biggest fuck me eyes I have ever witnessed. She is staring at him, just fucking biting her lip and licking her lips. It's just
I'm surprised she wasn't drooling.
Chill.
I'm surprised she wasn't drooling.
I'm surprised she wasn't
Shatner
sweating and
the Shatman.
Well, to be fair, he was wearing the plaid suit.
You're right.
I mean,
he was wearing the pussy magnet suit.
That's the secret.
Yeah, it's all about the power suit.
It is.
The power plaid suit.
And he just takes his key and starts going.
And the phone starts ringing.
And he's looks at her.
He's like, your phone is ringing, you better get it.
No, he just says, your phone's ringing. And she just says, you bet it is. Yeah. What up with that?
Wow.
What up with that?
And then he's just laying in his room, and he hears a knock at the door, and he's like, it's unlocked.
You know what he did?
What?
Well, he pulled the naked man.
Yes.
He did pull that shit on her.
Yeah. So he's like, it's unlocked. So she comes in.
You know what the naked man is? For those who apparently, I mean, if you're not a fucking degenerate like us, you might not know. Naked man is when you know that your girlfriend or whoever is gonna come in your room, and you just, because you're a fucking savage, you decide to take all your fucking clothes off.
can also be a test to see if they're
It can-
grotesque.
It can also be a test, and it might end in you being fucking beaten to death by her.
That's true.
And
But-
having the cops called on you.
So if
But
she's
that's
going
fine.
to the bathroom or something, men, if you have a woman with you,
Don't do this
well, don't do this. But
unless you're
very secure in your relationship,
William Shatner in a plaid suit.
just when she's in the bathroom, lay on the bed, take off all your clothes, and wait for her to come in and see what happens.
That's what Shatman does. He pulls the naked man.
Anyone can do the naked man, really.
And she...
Naked man, naked woman, doesn't matter.
Yeah, either one.
But he pulls the naked man.
He pulls the naked man.
So she comes in with like lingerie on, and
it's not lingerie. It's just
like a weird dress.
It is just a extremely easy to remove dress.
Yes,
that's all I'm gonna say. And is just what the fuck does
he unzips the back of it and
well she immediately sits on the bed. And what the fuck did he say?
No, he unzips it and says, "Let's see if it's worth waiting for."
And then it immediately cuts to an old man like lifting a box.
It is worth waiting for.
It is worth waiting for. And at this point, I wanted to kill myself.
I wanted to turn it off at this point.
How dare you?
I was just like, nope,
I'm done. How could you say you wanted to turn it off at this point when it got so much worse, Will?
Because that's the problem. It got so much worse.
Oh, boy, it hurts.
This is light compared to how it gets.
It is. This at least, was somewhat clever, even though
So I don't even remember what they were talking about, really, but he meets this woman, and...
Well, they're in, again, it's like a fucking, a hardware store, but for some reason, the woman cashes her checks there or some shit?
Yeah.
I don't even know. And he comes in there, and they're immediately talking, and he just... The woman in there is the, older woman who was talking to the young widow earlier and trying to set her up on dates.
Yeah.
So he meets her...
And closes her door for her.
Well, I did write this in my notes, that, along with wearing a plaid suit... The other way to get any woman to sleep with you is by opening and closing doors.
No, just closing the door.
No, he closes the door for her, but for the young woman, he opens it.
Oh, that's right.
He opens 2 doors for her.
So the woman opens the door, he closes it for her.
So here's what happens. She leaves the store, and she gets in her car, and she is closing the door. Okay? She has,
anyone who's trying to get their crush to be interested in them, wear a plaid suit and do this.
There is
maybe a few inches?
An inch. Yeah. There is an inch left of open space between the car and the door slamming, okay?
Now I also want to iterate. They've only had small talk, like hello, how are you doing?
Yes.
Stuff like that. They haven't had a serious conversation.
But that 1 inch of open space, he closes it. So essentially, he doesn't even close it. She's already closing it. He just runs up and shoves it. Power play.
A power move with the power plaid suit.
And she's like, "Oh, thank you."
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for her.
And she immediately, not only does she want to invest with him.
Yes. So apparently she knows he's a stock investor, and she wants him to come to this socialite party that she's throwing for up and coming stock investors.
Okay,
just all of a sudden,
I'm a finance major, so I know about stock investing. I don't.
This was not stock investing.
Well,
Wait, you're saying that this was not accurate to how this actually happens?
No, this is I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this shit. They could have literally done anything else. But for some reason, in this universe, in order to do stock investing, you need to give $10,000 to a strange man
so he can fly to Jamaica.
Plaid suit, so he can fly to Jamaica.
For no reason
I guess
whatsoever.
in this movie, the stock exchange isn't in New York; it's in Jamaica.
Apparently,
so you have to fly. I don't.
You have to fly to Jamaica.
This movie's stupid, is what we're saying.
So she just randomly invites him to it because he closed an inch of her door.
Well, not only that, But when they...
Because he shoved her door closed.
When they're at the party later, she tells the young widow, like, oh, that other guy, I told him not to come. I invited a new guy to the party.
He tries to set the young widow up with the random stranger she just met at a fucking hardware and loan store.
So they had dinner, and he talks a little about his investing and how... he's going to Jamaica.
And kind of macks on the girl a little bit, because he figures out she's a widow, and so he's interested. And he also figures out she has some money.
Shocking.
Yes.
And then they're going home. Well, the widow's going home. But for some reason, he doesn't say he's going home, but everyone immediately, when the young widow is like, okay, I gotta go home, it's getting late. For some reason, when she says that, everyone knows it's his cue to go home, too. And by home, I mean his fucking hotel room. So, here's what he does. Again, fellas.
If you want a gal.
Or
if anyone wants a gal or a guy, just any... This is dating tips brought to you by...
This might work for women as well.
It might work for men, women,
so,
no.
Your dude is closing a door. What you do is you just fucking shove that shit closed.
You slam that shit closed.
So, here's what he does. There's one door that she has to go through to go outside. He opens that door, and then he immediately runs down, and opens her car door, and they kiss. Boys...
Literally, they have not known each other for more than probably, I would guess, 2 hours.
It's that easy.
If you're the Shatner and you're wearing power plaid, it is that easy.
This movie is pathetic. Is what? Yeah.
So basically,
they go on a date.
Well, no, he says, "Can you go out Sunday?" Right?
Yeah.
And she says yes, and then talks to the daughter about the new guy she met.
She's like, "We're going on a date Sunday."
You said we'd go visit Dad's grave on Sunday.
Yeah, they were supposed to visit Moy.
Yes, Moy. On Sunday.
Bill Moy.
Even though it's already established that the daughter visits the grave by almost herself every day.
Well, she has to talk to Moy.
Well, I mean, I get she misses her dad. That's what they're trying to convey. But it's
not Dad. Moy.
Moy. Yeah, right.
She misses Moy.
You don't even know his first name. It's just Moy.
His name is Bill. They said in literally one scene.
Bill Moy.
So it's okay. Well, she says his name is Bill, and the gravestone says Moy.
Bill Moy?
Bill Moy.
Bill Moy, the science guy.
The science guy.
Goy. Bill Moy, the science guy. Oh my god, okay, so... Anyway, so the daughter gets pissed off, breaks some of the mom's china, the mom gets pissed off at the girl.
Okay, she doesn't even break it, though.
She just throws it on the ground.
She throws it on the ground, and it just,
clinks?
Okay, have you ever dropped a plate and it hits the bottom and it just kind of rolls around a little?
Yeah.
That's what happens. But she's just oh no, I broke your china. Bitch! You didn't break shit!
And she's getting all snarky, I didn't mean to, it just slipped.
She goes on her date with Shatman.
And, of course, it starts with him throwing something away and just a frame of her ass.
That's later.
Oh, is it?
That's after the
balloon shit? Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, you're right.
And the hot dogs.
So they go to I don't even know where they are.
The scene literally just starts with yeah, my mom died when I was young and my dad took care of me and then I
They're talking deep personal shit already.
And then
he
runs.
She goes up an escalator and he runs into not even a large woman, just a woman with a bunch of balloons, and he starts freaking out. Just,
okay.
he's like, oh, you're fat. People like you should be ground into dog food.
Okay, I just want to say, the sound of the balloons, it literally sounds like the fucking Blitz. It sounds like fucking Hiroshima. It legitimately sounds like if you took a mic, if you took this microphone and just put it out and ask someone to smack balloons against it.
That's probably what they did.
But it's like he just walks into her and it's just and then just you fat
you fat, you should be grounded in dog food.
Like what the fuck?
I love when it shows that sound. It has that sound, but he's also like freaking out, like he's like trapped in a cage full of balloons. Like he's like, oh.
Can I just ask, why is that in there?
Oh my god. For pure entertainment?
I mean, it was hilarious.
I guarantee they didn't mean it to be that funny, but...
I asked this a lot during the movie. Who let this happen?
I don't know.
Who
I know they
this?
were trying to establish that he just threatens random people, but like it's the wrong way.
That's the only scene where he does that.
Yeah, it's true.
Every other scene he just fucks them.
And then right after that, they get up the escalator and he's throwing something away, and then then it has the frame.
No, don't forget. When they're going up the escalator, they start talking about hot dogs.
Oh, and they're like, oh yeah, you take my hot dog. No, you take my hot dog. No, you're going to take my hot dog. Hold both.
Next time,
I have both hot dogs.
Please tell your girl the following words. Hold my hot dog.
Oh, God, please don't. That's creepy.
Is it?
Not to William Shatner, apparently.
No. Hold my hot dog.
Yeah, and like before
and
that,
then,
he's talking about how it's like pig noses and cartilage and shit.
Hold my hot dog.
Hold my hot dog.
Hold my hot dog.
And then it shows him throwing away the wrapper, and then it's her ass.
It's just a big old shot of her ass, and it cuts, frames up, and then she turns around and is like, what are you looking at? And what does he say? You know what he says?
He's like, oh, it's...
It's the two
It's the
roundest, nicest cheeks I've ever seen.
This is like dating 101. This should be like a wingman book. The roundest, nicest cheeks I've ever seen.
I know it's supposed to be like, oh, ho, ho, because, you know, she thinks he's talking about her face. Kill me.
Yeah.
Fucking kill me.
So, she gets home, and the daughter is pissed off again, and goes somewhere, I don't remember, but then all of a sudden it cuts to her and her friend.
Don't forget. When they're at the whatever the fuck, the balloon and hot dog place, there's a random shot where it just zooms in on
and a guy is like lighting up a cigarette. He's not even watching him.
He's just like chilling.
He's just standing there.
And it's just like,
I'm just like, okay, who the fuck is this?
And at some point they're at dinner together, and they're talking about something. I think he's asking her for money again. Or they're talking about money. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter.
And she says she has $10,000 that she can get pretty easily, and he's like,
yeah.
And she's just willing to give it to him.
I said this many times.
She's like the most generous person ever.
No, I said this many times. It's not that she's generous. It's that
the D's too good. She hasn't even had sex with him yet, though.
Dick too bomb.
But she hasn't even had sex with him yet.
She has in her head.
That power plaids. No. By this time he's wearing that fucking white suit with the black outline lapel.
She held his hot dog.
Yes. Oh, my hot dog.
She did.
I know she did.
Power move.
It's a power move. It's like
established
It's
dominance.
like making avocado toast with bacon.
Blow me.
That's a power move, man.
Go fuck yourself. I don't need this. I don't need this shit.
Again, Alex contemplates leaving the podcast.
Alex is gone. I'm gone. Bye.
So, the widow starts walking with her friend, and they're talking about how interested she is in this guy. And
oh, God.
her friend's like, oh, well, you should go for it, blah, blah, blah. And then like the widow's like saying how the daughter doesn't like it, and like just stupid shit. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, yeah, so, okay. And then after this...
This is when...
She goes...
She gets it.
And drives to his motel room.
Yep. And the daughter is in the car?
No,
or something?
she rides her bike.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's outside and she sees the mom walk into the hotel room.
And the mom goes and gets She gets his hot dog.
And the daughter, I guess, doesn't watch them have sex, but
Well,
sees the after.
Well, no, they start having sex again.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because they have sex, and then he lights up a cigarette, because, whatever. Smokes a little, and then the daughter walks up, and apparently you can just, just a nice window. You can just see through it. It's fine. And she looks, and then it shows, like, a close-up of their hands, like, interlocking. It's so erotic, Will. And the daughter is just, like, the face she makes is pure poetry.
Is it?
Yes. Bad poetry.
Yeah, terrible.
But it's fucking hilarious. I mean, I can't really explain it, but the face that she makes is absolutely hilarious.
It really is. It's like nothing like the reaction you would probably have.
It's like the face you would make if, like, I don't know, if your dog threw up.
Yeah, like, ugh.
It's fucking hilarious. And then she just freaks the fuck out.
So she runs back to the house, and like the mom and Shatman come, and she tries to introduce the daughter to the fucking Shatner, and then the daughter hates it and like breaks in.
And this is when Shatner shows up in his fucking safari man outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have dinner, and then we get introduced
to Karate Pete, the best character in the whole movie.
The best character ever.
Yes.
Truly.
Because he also played Odd Job, so...
It's Odd Job.
Yeah. From fucking James Bond. Odd Job. So...
This is what they did.
He starts confessing that he killed the widow, like, way in the beginning of the movie.
Apparently.
Like, the widow that he killed at the beginning,
yeah.
Where he drove her car into the lake and everything.
I'm trying to remember what... Oh, yeah. What the fuck did he say to him? Because there was a scene where, like, he's in the bathroom and the Karate Pete is talking to him, and he asks him a question, and then, like, he doesn't even give him a chance to answer. He just asks it again. You remember that?
I remember, yeah, he says, like, do you hear what I said? Blah, blah, blah. Like,
he's like, did you do this thing? Did you do this thing?
Did you hear me? Did you do the thing?
Also, like, when Shatner's confessing, he's just like, yeah.
So then, like, the daughter sneaks into the...
Not yet.
No.
Remember? Because he starts threatening him.
I don't even care anymore.
Bitch, this is the best shakedown scene ever.
Oh, yeah.
Because Shatner's like, I don't want to work with you.
Yeah.
And he's like, you punk.
And he punches the, like...
Fucking holds him down. And then Shatner's like, fine, I'll do it. And then, because I guess he wants in on the scheme. Because, okay, I don't know. They never tell us why they know each other. What the fuck?
They don't establish any relationship.
But apparently Pete knows everything about Shatner and how he fucking murders widows and gets money. And now he's like, I want the shit.
And then Pete, like, gets angry and, like, punches the nightstand. But doesn't break it or anything. It just kind of moves it. And he's like, that could have been your head.
I could have smashed your head. Now, I think, my theory is that that shot, I think the nightstand was supposed to break.
I think so.
But for
it didn't,
some
and they kept it in.
Unfathomable reason, it didn't. And they just kept it.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't do another take?
I guess not, no. If I've learned anything from these movies, though, they can never do another take.
It takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, no, but they can't in these movies.
Right. I know why. I know why, because they had to film the dumbest chase scene ever made. That's why. So then the girl sneaks into Shatner's car because it's unlocked, apparently.
All the time, by the way. Because she sneaks in multiple times.
And then like...
They drive to a car wash and karate, and then, like, Pete is there, but has...
For some reason, Pete takes, like...
His RV?
Which has Karate Pete written on a giant piece of paper on the side.
Is he, like, a karate teacher? I don't even know. I don't understand this scene.
This whole subplot lasts 10 minutes and just goes away.
And then Pete, like, walks over and sees the girl...
No, he doesn't see the girl. He just walks around. And then, like...
Just randomly, a noose comes around his neck.
And Shatner is on top of the car wash.
Pulling fucking Karate Pete up.
And then...
And hanging him.
He comes down and starts, like, teasing him. Like,
But little does he know that Pete has a knife.
Well, after Pete is choking for, like, 2 fucking minutes and is still alive, he finally pulls out a knife, cuts the rope, and then he...
Wouldn't your first reaction to reach for a knife?
No. No.
You would just... No.
No.
No. No.
That was, yeah.
So...
He gets down and Shatner is like...
The best murder scene on the planet.
Shatner gets in his car and Karate Pete runs up to it and karate chops the
window and shatters it somehow, but doesn't, like, break it in.
And then Shatner starts chasing him.
Through a car wash.
And as he's running, his hand...
starts a
car wash.
He starts a car wash.
The car wash has a little button.
A little lever that you push that operates it. And so Karate Pete starts running through slowly running through the car wash while the car chases him through it and gets hung up on all the bristles and shit.
Bullshit. I call bullshit on what you just said.
So, Karate Pete's, trying to get through all these, brushes and
Not
spinning,
even! No! He doesn't even get caught in them.
I know.
He misses every fucking bristle. Every brush. But they pretend. They pretend he's, getting hit. And he's struggling.
Now, okay, anyone in this situation, you could just literally stand to the side and let the car go through.
Yes.
And you would not get hurt.
Yes.
Because there are car washes where they need to operate on the brushes and stuff.
Yes.
So they have maintenance hatches
yes.
all over them.
Yes.
So
no.
Karate Pete could have gotten out, but no, he's dumb.
Karate Pete had to
He's dumb.
Desperately try to escape from a car that is going 1 mile an hour.
And so he gets out, and the car slowly comes out of the car wash, and then fucking Shatner's character decides to step on pedal to the metal.
He didn't need to step on it, Will. Karate Pete just fell. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. And he stepped on it, and then it shows the car, shows Karate Pete, and then it shows the car past Karate Pete.
And then Karate Pete has apparently been run over, even though he is sitting upwards.
Yes.
With blood on his face.
And then Shatner looks back and
backs
puts the car
up,
in reverse.
And apparently backs over him, but after he backs over him, he teleports.
He backed up so hard he went around the world.
Fucking Christ.
Because he backs up, but the next scene is the car in front, the bumper of the car, the back bumper of the car is in front of Karate Pete, not behind him, in front of him.
And FYI, the daughter of the widow was in the car the whole time.
All this, yeah.
But, that's fine.
So he stuffs Karate Pete into the trunk, and does he have him in his trunk the entire rest of the movie? I don't think he ever takes him out.
Who needs that, Will?
I mean, wouldn't it start to stink?
Nope. Why would it start to stink? Literally, everything after this is 1 day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you forget?
I forgot that, yeah.
You forgot, boy.
It's 1 day.
It's a very eventful day.
For this little girl, yes, it's going to be.
So, what the fuck happened after this?
So they go back. I remember he sees her and says
"Oh yeah,
don't tell anyone."
He chases her.
If you tell anyone, I'm gonna kill you.
And she goes home and tries calling the cops, and then gives up, and then just doesn't tell anybody until the next day.
And the next day, the mom and Shatner are trying to get her to go to a playground, I guess. And she goes, and Shatner's getting some food.
And the little girl goes on a slide.
And then tells her and tries to tell her mom.
And then the mom's like, "Go on another ride."
Yeah, you can go on another ride. And the little girl then tries to tell her mom that Shatner killed fucking Karate Pete, even though
Shatner killed Oddjob.
Shatner killed Oddjob, and oh my god. Okay.
And shit happens.
So the mom doesn't believe her, and then I just...
Have you ever seen a movie?
Do we have to explain this shit?
Have you ever seen a movie where nobody believes the kid? It's so
original.
Oh my god, I've never seen...
Oh my fucking god.
The dick is so bomb, she doesn't believe her own daughter.
Yep, so then the daughter is all upset because they didn't believe her, and then he finds out that she tried to tell her. He chases her down again.
Oh,
like,
this scene.
Like, what did you tell her? And like...
This is the best scene. The scene where he's angrily insulting her in his car.
Mm-hmm.
He looks around to make sure no one's watching, even though there's like a billion cars passing them. And then he's like, "Did you ever tell anybody? You're dead. You're dead." And she's like, "You're crazy. You're crazy." He's like, You talk to gravestones. That's crazy."
It's like a little kid like arguing with another little kid.
But then
I'm crazy. Well, you're crazy. You talk to gravestones.
But then he does the thing. He wags his finger at her.
Points the finger.
The power move.
Yes.
And then...
So she goes off to tell a friend now?
She doesn't do shit. Eventually she tells the old woman and she doesn't believe her either. But after...
Oh, no, yeah, so no. Shatner tries to frame the daughter as like crazy to the friend. And the friend's like, well, like, she's a little odd, but she's not crazy and all this stuff. And, like, she's just imaginative. She lost her dad, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then the daughter tries to convince the friend that Shatman killed the fucking guy. And
she doesn't believe her.
She doesn't believe her either, so she goes and cries to Moy. And
okay,
I don't even like. I stopped taking notes because the rest of this just goes full fucking just stupid.
It don't matter. Here's what matters. Shatner gets the $10,000 from the widow, and she gives it to him in a very, 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 very small stack of money,
which could not even remotely possibly be $10,000.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a stack of $1 bills that equals like $5.
Yeah, that they rubber banded each side together.
So she gives him the $10,000 so he can go to...
Because he's going to Jamaica.
So he can go to Jamaica and do the thing.
And so she goes to the widow goes to the friend's house. No. Fuck.
Who the fuck cares?
I don't know. So anyway, he doesn't go to Jamaica, obviously. And he goes to...
You know where he goes?
He goes to the friend's house.
At some point, he finds out that the friend has a safe. And there's something in the safe.
He threatens her and, like, you know, holds a gun to her and was like, open the safe! Open the safe! And, like, she's going to open the safe and he, like, starts, like, getting giddy.
He starts jumping up and down like a little kid at Christmas morning.
Like a dog that, like, is, like, in front of, like, a piece of bacon.
Literally.
Like...
And then she, like, opens it and takes something and they start fighting over it and eventually stabs her to death. And then he sees the daughter and then he chases her through the graveyard.
And into, like, a mortuary.
And then the daughter
falls down the stairs.
And we think she's dead. And then he hallucinates something. And there's an organ.
He hallucinates seeing his dad in the coffin.
No, his mom in the coffin.
No, dad, because it shows the fucking douchebag guy, his mom, and him in front of a fucking coffin.
Why?
Because it's his dad dying, I guess. I don't know.
Why?
Because his dad died too. Remember? Because his mom was a woman of the night.
Why though?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, he goes and he
oh, by the way, this whole time there's like a family looking at a dead body in the mortuary, and apparently
they didn't care that a girl was being chased by a guy and fell down a bunch of stairs and almost died.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to them. So he goes back to the friend's house
and he looks in the safe some more, and there's just papers in there.
And then the widow comes over, sees the girl on the ground. He's there. He tries to drown her in the fish. God, I hate this movie.
He tries the fish tank.
He tries to drown her in the fish tank.
And then the
daughter grabs a sword.
And then it does the thing.
And it does the thing.
Now, what do we mean by it does the thing? So here's what happens. She stabs him. She cuts him. She stabs him in the back.
Cuts him on the back.
And then
he makes a groaning noise.
And then he starts coming at her, and it does the same shot from the beginning when the guy's like coming at the sword.
And then he lays on the sword and dies, and the mom's okay, and so's the daughter.
The end.
Do I even need to ask your final thoughts on this movie?
Fuck this.
This movie sucks.
This is shit.
Like, it's not even entertainingly bad. It's just bad. Like, This is like a fucking Lifetime movie. It feels like a bad Lifetime movie. Like, not even one that even tried. It was just it was like trying to be like this edgy, like made for TV movie. It was trying to be. I didn't say it was edgy.
Edgy.
I didn't say it was edgy. I was saying it was trying to be edgy.
Did it though?
It tried. It did. Did it? And it tried to do The Thing, but failed. The Thing. This movie can burn and die. I don't like it. I don't mind William Shatner as an actor. I really don't. But my God, he is bad in this movie. It's one of those movies where you watch it and you're just like, I know this actor can do better, but they just didn't give a shit.
I mean, I will say this, like, the scenes with him are the most, like, entertaining.
But, like, the scenes with the kid...
Everything else is just fucking boring.
Just boring and stupid and just... doesn't... It's, like, coherent, but it's not worth it.
Sort of. I still don't know what the hell the deal is with the fucking Karate Pete subplot.
I don't know that
That
either.
just comes out of nowhere and then ends...
abruptly.
Like, is there... Why... I mean...
It's incompetent, it's stupid. Like you said, that's why, like... That would be my final thought. It's like a Lifetime movie.
We get one scene of him murdering a widow, and then the rest is bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit!
So, yeah, that was Impulse.
Yeah!
Don't. You
Just
can watch a trailer of this movie and be fine.
If you have Amazon Prime, just go watch The Stepfather.
You'll have a better time.
I probably shouldn't have to emphasize this, but I will. I am talking about the 80s one, not the remake. But just watch that, and you'll get the gist. But it's a million times better. Because this thing is just fucking dumb.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's not worth it. I wouldn't even say with, like, drinks and friends that this movie would be worth watching. I can't even recommend it.
Oh, I wish.
I wish it was. I mean, do watch the scene where he makes the girl open the safe because it's hilarious.
Oh, that whole...
It is goddamn hilarious.
If someone made, like, a fucking supercut of Shatnerisms, watch that.
That would be on it, yeah.
Because...
him panting like a dog and jumping up and down is hilarious.
Everything else, or the scene where he's insulting the daughter.
That one's funny too, yeah.
Because everything else, oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, not worth it. Just a trash movie.
Yeah.
This is trash. Not worth it. Would not recommend at all.
But hey, if you hate yourself?
Yeah, if you really want to and you like Shatner and you hate yourself enough, just watch this movie then.
It's on YouTube.
We've warned you. You can go watch it if you want. It's on YouTube for free. Just type in Impulse 1974 and have a terrible time because we did.
Please. If you want to suffer like we did, you are more than welcome to.
But if you would not like to suffer and you listen to this instead of watching the movie, which I think is a better idea, thank you for listening and thank you for not supporting shitty movies. Like I said, like our motto always says, we watch the shitty movies so you guys don't have to, unless we recommend them, which we do quite often, actually, so.
I support shitty movies.
I support just train wrecks where directors are trying so hard and just fail on every single level.
It's been like 3 weeks, Will, since I've watched a shitty movie.
Has it been 3 weeks since we recorded a podcast?
It was like beginning of October.
Yeah. Shit. Well, we're back. So, I mean, we're gonna be back and doing shit.
Hope you guys had a happy Halloween.
I'm not sick anymore. Yeah. Happy Halloween, and hope you watched some good horror movies over the break.
Yeah, no, I did.
But now we're gonna get back into shit. I watched some really good ones.
Yeah, there's some
really good ones.
There's some good stuff, but no, not anymore.
Yep, not anymore. Now we're back to shit.
It's over, guys.
It's done.
We're fucking done with good shit.
We hope you enjoy the rest of this podcast because we're slowly killing ourselves.
Yeah, this is it.
Yep, this is the best it's gonna get.
This is how our lives end.
This is how it ends.
This is it.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks for supporting our podcast. Really appreciate it. If you want to jump on Facebook and talk, we're always on. Well, I'm always on there. Alex checks it every once in a while, I think. But anyway,
I'll check.
But anyway, we're all over the comments. We'll respond to everything you say. So let's start a conversation about shit movies. I don't care.
Well, let's have a conversation about holding hot dogs.
Yes. Holding hot dogs and...
if you want to.
Ringing bells.
If you really want to.
Yeah.
I'll let you hold my hot dog.
Really? You will?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll let all of our fans hold my hot
dog. You fat! You should be ground into
the dog food.
Into dog food.
How? Just, you know what? Chill.
No.
Chill.
Anyway, this has been Will.
This has been Alex.
And we will talk to you all later.
Hold my hot dog.
I would hold your hot dog to the ends of the earth.
Oh, baby.